Hi, I'm Zi. This is our group title, Restaurant Table Reservation System. This project is developed by a group of 4 members, including myself. Our group leader is Chasi Louis, and the other team members are Ong Jeng Hao and Yo Wei Shan. Each of us will explain different parts of the system during the presentation. Now I will be presenting the introduction. Our system, the restaurant table reservation system, is designed to simplify and manage table bookings without the need for phone calls. It helps reduce human errors and organize seating efficiently. For customer, the system allows them to check table availability, select their preferred date and time, and receive instant confirmation. For the restaurant staff and management, it prevents overbooking, reduces waiting times, and optimizes table usage. In short, this system provides a reliable, time-saving, and user-friendly solution for both customer and restaurant operators.
Hello everyone, my name is Louis. So today I'm going to talk about stockholder and requirement education. So for this section, right, I will explain the stockholder involved in our restaurant table reservation system and how we gather the system requirement, the goal of the section, is to identify who will use the system and ensure that the system meet their real need through proper requirement and elicitation method. Next slide. Which is the primary stockholder? The primary stockholder of our restaurant table reservation system included 6 customer, the restaurant owner, and the restaurant staff. These stockholders are directly involved in the reservation process and play an important role in ensuring the system function efficiently and effective. Customers are the main use of the system. They use the platform to check table availability, choose their preferred date and time, and make reservation online. This remove the need for phone call and reducing waiting time. Customer can also view their reservation system and the reservation history and receive instant confirmation, which prove convenience and overall dining certification. As how which is the restaurant owner and staff. The restaurant owner benefit from the system by being able to oversee reservation, avoid overbooking, and analyze table usage to improve business operation. Meanwhile, restaurant staff such as reception or management use the system manage incoming reservation, perform booking update, table availability, and respond to customer inquiry. This automation may reduce manual workload and minimize human error. Which is the requirement indication method. To ensure the system meet user need, several requirement indication method we will use. This method help us collect accurate and reliable information from both customer and restaurant personnel, which is interview, survey, observation, and document analysis. First, which is the interview and survey. The interview are conducted with restaurant owner and staff to understand existing problem, daily workflow, and expectation for the new system. In addition, the survey were distributed to customer to gather feedback on their reservation habit, challenge with form booking, and feature they expect from an online reservation system. Let's start with observation and document analysis. Document analysis, the document analysis, right? Observation was used to study how reservations are handled during peak hour, especially how tables are designed. Document analysis was also carried out by reviewing manual reservation logs to identify common issues such as double booking and schedule conflict. For the sample question for the customer, how do you book for a table? Problem with phone booking, desired system feature, importance of instant confirmation. Some seems okay. Some sample questions asked to customer include the how they usually make reservation, the difficult they're facing with phone booking, the feature they will like to and online system, and about how important instant confirmation is to them. The sample question of the owner and the staff, right? Current reservation issue, managing peak hour, minute reservation information, operation improvement. For restaurant owner and staff, we question focus on current reservation problem, how they manage the peak up, how they manage table availability during peak hour, the type of information they need to review, and how the system can help improve restaurant operation. Lastly, for our summary, right? In conclusion, by identifying key stockholder and using multiple requirement indication method, we ensure that the restaurant table reservation user is user-centered, efficiently, and aligned with the real operation need. This approach helps create a system that benefits both customer and restaurant management. That's all for my part. I will pass to Ong Zhen Hao.
Hi, my name is Zheng Hao. Now I will present my parts. First, let's look at user requirements. User can make online table reservation by selecting the time, number of guests, and preferred seating is if available. The system allow instant table availability checks, so user don't have to call to a restaurant. Once a reservation is made, they receive confirmation notification. Overall, these features improve convenience, reduce waiting time compared to phone reservation, and enhance the dining experience for our customers. From the administrator perspective, the system provides a dashboard to manage reservations. Staff can view, update, or cancel the booking and block tables that are unavailable. This helps prevent double booking and reduce the operational workload, especially during the peak hour. And ultimately, it ensures better table utilization and improve coordination among staff. The system is developed under a few constraints. First, the time constraints. Develop is limited to our academic project timeline, so we focus on essential reservation functionalities. Advanced features like AI predictions or loyalty program are not included. The second one, scope constraints. The system is limited to table reservation managed for single restaurants. Online food ordering, payment processing, and delivery track are excluded. Third, the cost constraints. Budget limitation means we rely on open source tools and minimize pay service, such as SMS gateway or cloud hosting. The last one, other constraints. The system must be compatible with standard web browser and basic server. We also follow data privacy practice since the team is small, implementation and testing make the take longer. Now is a cost benefit analysis. Costs mainly include development time, hosting, and maintenance. The benefit, however, outweigh these costs. The system reduces manual reservation handling, minimize human error, improve customer satisfaction and trust, and enhance restaurants' efficiency and table utilization. In short, it is a cost-effective solution that adds value to both restaurants and its customers. Finally, let's look at resource planning. Human resource. We have one developer and one tester responsible for development, testing, and documentation. The second one, software resource. We will use open source development tools and web framework, a database, and a browser for testing. And the last one, hardware resource. Development will be done on a standard PC and development will use a basic server or share hosting environment. This is all from my parts. Now I will pass the mic to another person.
We have three diagram, which is use case diagram, activity diagram, and class association diagram. For the first one, use case diagram. On the left, we have the customers who interact with the system to make reservations. Customer can log in, check table availability, reserve tables, and view their reservation history. This use case show how the system makes the booking process simple and convenient for the customer. On the right, we have the restaurant staff who are responsible for managing the system. Staff can approve or confirm reservations, manage all reservations, manage customer information, and view the reports. This use case ensure the restaurant operates smoothly and can handle reservation efficiently. Overall, this diagram shows the interaction between the users and the system. The second one, activity diagram. This activity diagram shows the flow of our restaurant reservation system. It maps the user experience from start to finish. The workflow begins when a user opens the system and select a date and time. The system then checks table availability to determine if the request can be met. If the table is not available, the system displays no table available and loops the user back to choose a new time. If a table is available, the user proceeds to enter their reservation details. The process ends once the customer receives a confirmation, successfully closing the reservation. For the last one, class association diagram. The customer class stores basic customer information. One customer can make multiple reservations, but each reservation belongs to only one customer. The reservation class is linked to the table class. Each reservation is assigned to a table, and each table can have multiple reservations at different times. The restaurant class has many tables and staff members. Staff can manage reservations to ensure smooth operations. In short, this diagram shows how customer, reservation, table, restaurants, and staff work together to make the reservation process efficient and organized.
Hi, I am Yovishan. In this section, I will present the data transformation. Data transformation is focused on how data from different components of the restaurant table reservation system is converted, standardized, and prepared so the data from different components can communicate correctly. I will cover in three sections, which are data mapping, data contract, and decoupling data dependencies. First is the data mapping. These tables show how the data field from customer inputs on the web interface are mapped to the system database. As you can see on the left-hand side of the table are the customer inputs. And the right-hand side of the table is how the system convert the customer information to the system database data field. The data mapping ensures that the data entered by the customer is stored correctly in the database. The naming keep consistent so the system can process the data correctly between each components. And next is the data contract. A data contract is an agreement between front end and back end about the structure, format, and the rules that the data must follow. For the customer request, the contract specifies the inputs requirement. For example, the customer names must be string and it is maximum 100 character. And the contract number is integer types and no more than 20 digits. and the reservation dates is required, and the number of guests is integer, and it is required at least one and no more than 20%. For the system response, the contract defines what the system returns, such as assign the table numbers, the table capacity, whether the table is available, and the confirmation status. With this contract, both front-end and back-end developers know exactly what data to send and receive. And last is decoupling data dependencies. This explains how we reduce direct dependency between components. Here is the problem: if the database structure change, the front end must also change. For example, if customer name is split into first name and last name, the front end code also need to be modified, need to be updated. The solution is to add a middle layer. The front end still collect the full name from the customer, but the middle layer convert it into separate field, and the database store the separate data. This way, change in the database do not affect the front end directly by making the system easy to maintain. Next, I will introduce the integration pattern that we use in this system, which is the facet and observer pattern. For the facet, the customer only need to interact with the web interface. They no need to know about the complex backend of the system, such as the table management component, reservation service, and notification service component. This make the customer more easy to use the system via the web interface. And next is the observer pattern. This pattern we use in our system when the reservation status change. After the customer send the reservation request, and the reservation service will change the status, either success or decline. Where the status change to success or decline, the system will automatically notify all of the observer, such as the customer and the staff. The system notify the customer via the SMS or email, and notify the staff by update the dashboard. And this is all of my part. Thank you.